Hello everyone. Our lesson for today here in Computer System Servicing is about flowcharts. What is flowcharts? A flowchart is a diagram that uses graphic symbols to depict nature and flow of the step in a process. Another name for this tool is flow diagram. Flowchart basically explains the step-by-step flow of a process. What are the elements of a flowchart? Flowchart is commonly used by system analysts to visualize a series of processes in a business system. A flowchart consists of elements such as terminator, process, sub-process, decision, arrow lines, and connectors. Ibig sabihin, ang flowchart ay hindi lang ginagamit sa computer programming. Ginagamit din ito sa mga business system, institution, to explain a process para mas mabilis maintindihan ng mga titingin ito. First elements of a flowchart is the process. A process is represented by a rectangle. So we are using rectangle to visualize a process. It is refers to an action in a business process. It must describe clearly and concisely. A process can be described using a single verb-noun phrases. For example, order of supplies. The same level of details must be kept in processes on a single flowchart. So process is an action that is performed in the flow of the steps. So kapag nagkakaroon ng changes, nagkakaroon ng action. What is sub-process? A sub-process is represented by a rectangle with double lines on each side. A sub-process is a major process that could be broken up into simpler process develop into another flowchart. Ibig sabihin, kung ang isang process ay hindi ma-explain sa pamamagitan ng isang rectangle or isang process, dito papasok si sub-process. Instead of explaining a process inside a rectangle, si sub-process ay ginagamit para ma-broken up into simpler process, yung isang conflict process or isang main process. Then decision. A decision is represented by a diamond. A process that can answer a decision of yes or no. It requires a decision box. Ibig sabihin, if magkakaroon na ng decision sa isang flowchart, gumagamit tayo ng diamond. First example nito is if you are asking for a question, which can be answered by yes or no. What is connector? A connector is represented by a small circle or a connector box and labeled using letter. A flowchart written on a single page is clearer than a flowchart on several pages. A connector ensures that the processes are connected logically and correctly on several pages. In a business, hindi lang iisa yung process na kailangan i-explain. So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang din iisa yung flowchart na gagamitin natin para ma-explain ang process ng isang business or sa isang computer programming. Dito pumapasok si connector para mapagduksong-duksong ang mga flowchart, gumagamit tayo ng connector. It is like we are breaking up our flowchart into a simpler process or simpler flow. We are using connector. What is the arrow lines? Arrow lines drawn into one direction, preferably from top to bottom. Keep a flowchart clear. Avoid arrow lines that loop because this could indicate redundancy in the business process. Ibig sabihin, bawal tayo magpapatong ng arrow lines. So, let me show you an example. For example, meron tayong arrow lines dito. And then, magkakaroon ka ng another arrow lines. So, make sure na hindi siya magpapatong sa arrow line natin here. So, arrow line natin here. So, kapag nagpatong siya, ang mangyayari dyan ay, or it will explain as connection between these arrow lines. So, nagkakaroon ng redundancy. So, iiwasan nyo pong magkaroon na magkapatong na arrow lines in creating a flowchart. There are different benefits of using flowchart. First is promote understanding of a process. People may have differing ideas about how a process works. A flowchart can help you gain agreement about the sequence of steps. Flowchart promote understanding in a way that written procedures cannot do. one flowchart can replace pages of Word. Ibig sabihin, para mas maintindihan, magkaroon ng visualization kung paano intindihin ang isang flow of a business, we are using flowchart. Secondly is provide a tool for training employees. Because of the way they visually lay out the sequence of the process steps, flowchart can be very helpful in training employees to perform the process according to the standardized procedure. Third is identify problem areas and opportunity for process improvement. Once you break down the process steps and diagram them, problem areas become more visible. It is easy to spot opportunities for simplifying and refining your process by analyzing decision points, redundant steps, and the work loops. So dahil mas nabivisualize and mas naiintindihan ng isang business process or ang isang flowcharts, mas mabilis din mahanap kung ano ba yung mali, ano ba yung deficiency, saan ba mag-aaring magkaroon ng problem, and mas maa-assess ito dahil nga naka-breakdown siya as a flowchart, as a diagram. Then let's proceed sa basic flowchart symbols. The symbols that are commonly used in flowcharts have specific meaning and are connected by arrows indicating the flow from one step to another. So before tayo mag-try, mag-create ng flowchart, let's analyze the different symbols. First is the oval. Oval indicate both starting point and the ending point of the process step. So tandaan guys, na we are using oval para umpisahan at tapusin ang isang flowchart na gagawin natin. We are using the oval sign. The box. A box represent an individual step or activity in the process. So kagaya nung in-explain ko kanina, we are using box para mag-declare ng isang process. Then diamond. A diamond shows a decision point, such as yes or no, go or no go. Each pattern emerging from the diamond must be labeled with one of the possible answer. So sa diamond, there are two answers only. The positive and negative or the yes or no. So kapag meron ka ng question or decision in your flowchart, you will be using diamond. Circle. A circle indicates that a particular step is connected to another page or part of the flowchart. A letter placed in the circle clarifies the continuation. So, di ba sinabi ko nga kanina na some of the business process or some of the flowcharts can be complicated if pipilitin ng isang process sa isang flowchart lang. So, gumagamit tayo ng circle para mas ma-explain ang isang complicated process, hinihiwalay-hiwalay ang flowchart nito, at para mapagduksong-duksong naman ang mga flowchart na yon, we are using circle. Then what is triangle? Triangle. A triangle shows where an in-process measurement occurs. And then this is an example of a flowchart. So let's analyze. So we are using oval to start the flowchart. So ito yung start and hanapin natin yung end. So sa end, we are also using oval. And then for the process, we are using rectangle. And if may decision, we are using yes or no. For example, if you want an apple. If you want an apple, you will proceed here, yes. If you don't want an apple, you will proceed here in no. So tandaan, after no decision, there will be another process before mag-end ang inyong isang flowchart. Let's start. For example, I want you to create a flowchart that will declare two numbers and add it together. So, a flowchart that will add two numeric number. So, first, mag-start tayo sa oval. So, oval. And then, next, let's draw an arrow. Okay, let me use brush. So, arrow. And after that, syempre, dapat arrow siya, kitang-kita. Dahil kailangan natin maglagay ng dalawang numeric number, we will use rectangle. Okay? Next is, let's now declare the two number. For example, the number is 5 plus 10. Okay, after that, tandaan nyo, ang instruction is create a flowchart that will add two numeric number. So this is our two numeric number, and then we will now end our flowchart. So this is the start, this is the end, and this is our process. Okay, for this example, we create a flowchart adding two numeric value. So let's now try another sample. So first, the instruction is create a flowchart that will declare two numeric value, add them together, and print it out. So, gagawa tayo ngayon ng flowchart na magde-declare ng dalawang numeric value, i-add to, and i-print out to. So, umpisahan natin syempre sa oval. Then, let's try to create the end agad. Ayan. So, para ko-connect na lang natin later. So, we will now use arrow. So, draw lang tayo ng arrow. Okay, let me bash na lang, arrow. And then, I will introduce to you the another symbol, which is the parallelogram. Okay, so yung medyo malaki, litan lang natin siya. So, sir, what is parallelogram? So, here in parallelogram, dito tayo nagde-declare ng mga values or variables. So, kanina, nagawa tayo ng box. Then, ano yung nilagay natin sa loob ng box? Ang nilagay natin sa loob ng box is a constant value. So, tayo lang yung naglagay ng 6 plus, so tayo lang yung naglagay ng number. So, here in parallelogram, ang dinideclare naman natin is a variable. So, ano ba yung variable? So, diniscuss na natin to sa computer programming. These are the storage of a data. So, I will declare ngayon two variables. For example, si X and si Y. And then, I will also declare another variable for the sum. So, letter S na lang gagamitin ko for the sum. So, instruction, uulitin ko. Create a flowchart that will declare two values, add them together, and print it out. So, I declared two values na. Nagdagdag lang ako ng S for the sum. So, next step. Ayan, arrow muna tayo. So, dito naman, we will use rectangle. So, ba't naman po rectangle yung gagamitin natin ngayon? So, gagamit tayo ngayon ng rectangle kasi mag-a-add na tayo ng value. So, di ba sabi ko sa inyo, kapag magkakaroon ng changes sa flowchart, we are using rectangle. So, anong i-add natin na value? I-add ko si X and si Y. So, okay, so sorry, plus pala siya, plus X plus Y. So, let me erase it para hindi kayo malito. So, X plus Y, and then let's store it sa sum natin. Okay, so ngayon, nag-add na si X plus Y, and then store na si sagot sa sum. So, ano yung next step? Declare two variables, add it together, and right now, let's print it out. So, in printing, we are also using parallelogram. Tandaan, kapag lang may changes, ginagamit itong si rectangle, process of changes. Kapag naman magde-declare ng value, maglalagay tayo ng value, magpiprint tayo ng value, or ng anything na gusto natin i-print, we are using parallelogram. So, you can insert here print. Pwedeng letter P na lang, pwedeng buong print. And then, letter S. So, take note. Kapag variable, yung gusto nating i-print, di ba? Hindi tayo gumagamit ng double quotation because nagiging considered siya as string. So, dapat, mali yan. Dapat gumagamit tayo, o hindi tayo gumagamit ng double quotation, dapat S na lang. So, like this one. So, let's analyze ulit. Let's start up our flowchart. We declared two numeric values. So, I just only add third values for the sum. So, ito yung magiging storage ng sum. Secondly is, we add the x plus y or the two variables. And I stored it inside the s or the sum. And then I print it out. So let's end now our flowchart. And that's it. So paano kapag ayaw na namin i-declare yung sum? Yes, pwede nyo naman gawin yon. So let me just erase it and then gawa ulit tayo ng another flowchart. So same instruction din yung gagawin natin, guys. Draw an oval and then brush. So arrow. Then parallelogram. So x, y, declaration. Next step is the addition. After that, let's print it out. So add ko si arrow, nakalimutan ko si arrow. Then another parallelogram. Print natin siya ngayon. Bigyan ko lang siya ng letter P, X, plus y, and then n. So, ulitin ko lang. We declared two variables using parallelogram. Nag-add tayo ng value. Next is nagkaroon ng changes. X plus y. Pinag-add na natin sa x plus y and then pinrint out natin by using P. So, nasa loob din siya ng parallelogram because nag-output naman tayo. Okay, let's now proceed sa ating last example. So right now, we will create a program or a flowchart that will explain or ask the user if he or she wants an apple. So create a program that will ask a user or a flowchart. Create a flowchart that will ask a user if he or she wants an apple. So let's now proceed. Una ay gawa muna tayo ngayon ng oval for the start and another oval for the end. So, next step, syempre, arrow. So, second step, the program will ask the user if he or she wants an apple. So, kailangan natin mag-print, syempre, para alam ni user kung ano yung tinatanong ng program. For example, print, gagawin ko na lang dito as for as an apple. So, ito yung sunod na step natin. So, ngayon, yung program natin will ask the user. So, ano yung magiging sagot ni user? Pwedeng yes, pwedeng no. So, ano yung gagamitin natin na symbol? So, dito papasok, guys, si diamond. So, the decision. So, drawing lang tayo dito ng diamond. Ayan. Next is, dito papasok si yes or no. Kapag ang sagot ni user ay yes, for example, yes ang sagot ni user, baba siya dito. Lagyan ko na siya ng note na yes, lagyan ko ng y. Magpiprint ng sample, lagay natin dito text para kasya. You want an apple. Then, liitan ko lang siya. Ayan. And then, balik ulit tayo sa home. For example is, lagyan ko dito ng pre. Kunyari guys, is may print siya. And then, you want an apple. Okay, let me clear it nga. So, you want apple. A. Tapos, di ba guys, Itong mga to ay string. So, saan dapat siya nakalagay? Dapat nasa loob siya ng double quotation. Kasi hindi siya variable, di ba? So, lagay lahat na sa loob ng double quotation. So, lagyan ko dito ng P for symbolize print. And then, the program will end. Sir, paano naman po kapag ayaw ni user ng Apple? Dito papasok yung another decision. So, ito yung yes. Dito naman yung connector for no. So, kapag no, your program will print out you hate Apple. Then, dahil string sila, nasa loob dapat ng double quotation. Then, lagyan mo siya ng print. So, tapos na ba, sir, yung flowchart natin? So, hindi pa po matatapos yung flowchart because ang mga process natin ay dapat nag-end lagi sa oval na end. So, paano ko may end itong parallelogram na to dito? So, dito papasok, guys, si on-page connector. So, lagay mo lang siya dyan. Lagay mo si circle. Lagay mo siyang letter A. So, kahit ano yung ilagay mo sa loob nito. And then, let's connect it here. Sa line papunta kay end. So, lagay mo ulit dito si A. So, ano yung nangyayari dyan? For example, the program asked me kung gusto ko ng apple ay says no. So, ayoko ng apple. Magpiprint out si you hate apple. And then, magdadirect siya kay A. So, saan papunta si A? Si A ay papunta dito. So, nakita niyo naman yung arrow. Papunta siya kay A. Ito naman palabas. Dito palabas si A. Palabas si A sa end. So, itong arrow na to is pa-end. So, palabas siya sa end. So, that is the basic example of the flowchart. If you have any question, feel free to ask me here in MS Teams.